Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Sneak Attack. I'm Reed, your host and game master of this original sci-fi adventure. To my left we have
Ethan,
T,
Chip, and Lucky.
Last time on Sneak Attack, the gang had to deal with the aftermath of Evig's death. All of the echo chambers hidden in his basement rose to the surface, and Chip and T freed their contents, which is the individuals inside the tubes, and released them back into the real world out of their Matrix-like dream. Also, Ethan discovered that there is one remaining Brax Echo who survived the, I guess you could call it like a reverse EMP.
Yeah.
PME.
It's a little strange, but that's just how the science checks out. He survived and explained to Ethan kind of the situation of what led them down this path in the first place. And so he and Lucky, moving through the streets, were encountered by a group of Symbossa citizens who wanted to pin the blame on Lucky until Jan Tall, the Brax Echo, explained to them that everything he was saying was true. So,
And Lucky was super convincing.
that's true. Very, very convincing.
Just got one of those faces.
So, that is where we left off. Ethan has just opened a secret panel hatch, whatever, to a bunch of ships that are under the factory. Lucky is on his way to the ruins of the cathedral.
There.
And then we'll say that Chip and T have successfully moved everyone out of the basement and are just starting to get them back upstairs. So let's start with Chip and T.
Chip and T. Chip and T. Chip and T. Chip and T.
It's like the Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming we're getting them blankets and coffee and stuff.
Yeah, general first responder
Yeah.
After a catastrophe kind of situation. Everyone has these felt blankets wrapped around them. They all look exactly the same, like a mixture gray, blue hue. Everyone has paper cups of coffee, some warm liquid to keep them to warm their bodies back up. And as you guys are sitting around this dining room table, just kind of catching your breath, collectively figuring everything out, the front door of Evig's house kicks open. And standing in the doorway is Martha. She'd just been instructed by Lucky, been told that, yes, everything is okay. Silently communicated,
Head nods.
just through the eyes, that everything was okay. And her husband was, in fact, alive. So Martha runs in.
Oh, hi, Martha.
I'll just say she doesn't acknowledge that. But she runs up to her husband, and he stands up slowly, but she just bear hugs him, lifts him off the ground. She starts crying and he starts crying, and it's kind of this uncomfortable moment, but also it's kind of beautiful too. As this is happening in front of you, you realize that the only reason that you guys even got involved in all of this is because Martha had, I don't know, the trust in Chip or saw kindness in him or anything like that. And
was suspicious.
Right. Obviously, didn't fully trust the lies that Evig was spewing. So it's a nice little bow on that story to realize that, I think, Chip, you're seeing almost the benefit of getting involved despite the fact that you never really wanted to. So what do you guys do?
I'll obviously give them space.
Sure.
Because it's kind of a personal moment.
Yeah.
But I'll keep attending to the rest of the people as best as I can, just going one by one.
Sure.
And obviously getting to them. I don't know how to interact with this.
Yeah.
It's just a very
Me neither.
And that's
we're
okay.
both very how
What?
do we...
You know the noise that Tina Belcher makes in Bob's Burger when she's uncomfortable? Yeah. I'm making that a very low volume.
Sure.
It's just a it's just a vibration.
So all sound is vibration.
Yeah.
Oh, got him.
Ooh.
Think about
Got him.
Think about it.
Episode title? Episode? I'm just kidding.
So Chip, after a few moments where Martha and her husband have reconnected, and she comes over to you, and she kind of taps you on the shoulder, gets your attention, and in a way I don't know that you've ever experienced before, she kind of just like disregards the fact that you're a robot and gives you just a giant hug.
That feels good, which is very weird for me.
Yeah.
I've never felt that. Feel warm. I kind of give her like a side sort of. I embrace her, but I just don't.
Sure.
It's still very awkward.
Yeah. After a moment, she takes a step back and just wipes her eyes a little bit, and she goes, "I'm sorry. I hope everything is okay. But I saw Lucky in the streets, and he, I don't know. He made me think that everything was okay here, and it turns out it is. And I obviously can't. Thank you. I knew I could trust you, and I'm so glad I did."
Thank you. This.
I promise you, I did not do much.
I still don't know if this is better, then
Have you seen outside?
no.
It's kind of a mess out there.
I mean, are we actually helping? Is this
Here's my view on all this.
yeah.
For 3 months, I've been living with a quasi stranger, and now I'm not. And she kind of like pulls him in tighter a little bit, kind of in this like, I'm not letting you go kind of thing. He goes, "There's a lot of collateral damage out there. A lot. Stuff that probably, if I'm being honest, wouldn't have happened if you guys had never landed here. But it's still good you did. I think freedom is always better than tyranny, even if freedom looks a little ugly at first. At least choice. The freedom to choose how we want to live our lives. That's what you've given us again. She kind of whispers, but he is dead, right?
He's very dead.
Okay, cool. So, what will you guys do?
Fix the ship.
He kind of looks over at T. I mean, I guess that's the problem with choice. I don't know what to do, and I think I'm just going to be honest with you a little bit. I think that when I put in my directive to be nice, the thing is they don't work like that anymore, and they're just kind of ideas now. And before, they were doors I always had to walk through.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I've been nice. I mean, we killed Evig. I lied, even though I do think Lucky and Evig would be best friends. But we've let these people go, and we've saved your husband, and I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful that I had one thing I felt like I needed to do, but now I feel like I'm stuck because I don't even want to be a captain. I'm not on very good terms with Lucky or Ethan, and T doesn't like that I'm not a robot anymore.
I've learned to cope.
Okay. And these files and these memories have been coming back, and they make me sad, and they make me happy, but it's like watching a movie that I was a part of, but I never got to experience it. And that doesn't feel good. And I'm going to be honest, like I liked my life before before this happened, and I think now I don't know what to do.
Martha's husband at this point actually steps up. He goes, "Take it from someone who just got out of a dream or a memory that he wasn't in control of. I get it. It sucks a lot, but I'm so grateful for this opportunity. I now realize that without you and your crew, you don't have to call them your crew. I don't know. But without you guys, I'd be stuck in that dreamscape, unable to break out. I'd feel like that forever. And there are 11 other people here, and he kind of gestures to the room who I think are all grateful. I can't tell you what to do. Martha chimes back in. She goes, I can't tell you what to do. I don't know what it is you need to bring you peace with what's happened to you. And if nice isn't an actual directive, it's more just an idea, a tenet you try and live your life by, well, that's okay too. It doesn't need to be programmed in you in order for you to do it. It's a choice we make every day. It's recommitting to that choice. Whatever it is you want, whatever it is you want to become, it's not something you're going to solve in an afternoon.
I think that's something that, as a robot, and I'm built for that. I'm built for efficiency. I'm built for these, programming and wires, and I don't know what a lifetime of learning to do something. I just do it.
Mm-hmm.
I flew a ship. I got programmed how to do it, and I was the best at it. I didn't have to learn how to fly a ship. It got downloaded. And I think that's the struggle. And I appreciate those things that you've said. And I just need to know if what we did was right. If this was better.
George at the other end of the table. He looks up he's kind of looking down in his lap. He looks up at you and he stands up, kind of like fixes his clothes and tries to present himself as best he can. He goes, it was right for me. And then someone else across the table stands up, looks at you and nods. And one by one, all the 12 around the table, they stand up. And Martha, she looks at them and back at you and goes, out there, she kind of gestures out the front door. She goes, we'll move on. We'll put the pieces back together. I don't honestly know. I can't make sense of a lot of it right now. But in here, at this table, she kind of pounds on it, goes, this is real. This is not a dream. This is not a fog. And these are 12 lives, 12 families who you and your team has saved. You may not know what that means yet, but I think you will someday.
T.
Chip.
I'm sorry.
For what?
I don't think I want to start over, but it's going to be different. And I just need you to help me. But I would be honored to be your captain.
Existential crisis or not, I trust you. And I hold out my hand to shake.
I shake your hand.
Nice to see you, Captain.
Nice to see you, T. And he gets a familiar smile that
Sure.
I think is been very much missing. But it's a different smile than like his directives.
Mm-hmm.
It feels natural, and it's like starting over, I think, for him with the crew to I think the memories, and this is kind of me outside the game, but I think the memories that he's had of us as experiences don't feel real because he's looking at them through fresh, like he knows all the things that have happened before with his bionic mind, and with like a human or a different mind, like you wouldn't be able to really relive that stuff.
Right.
But I think that just felt like a movie or just something that he was a part of but never felt it. And I think now, through this experience And like T being here, like that feels like something. And then like, of course, like all the people there, that feels like an experience that he's finally like experienced himself.
Right. Whereas before it was almost like looking at a photograph of an experience. Even though you were there, it doesn't feel familiar or anything. It's just,
Yeah.
it's interesting.
T goes, what's wrong with your face?
Don't do that.
What emotion is that? I don't know that one.
Let's
Stop. Knock it off.
Friendship.
Stop, T.
let's jump to Ethan. I want to know what your intentions are down in this hangar.
Hear me out.
I'm looking for something interesting.
Daddy wants to learn how to fly.
Okay. You do know a pilot.
I'm looking for the biggest ship.
Okay. There's a decent sized one.
What's decent size? I'd like to get like the scale of what these things are.
Compared to
Starship?
compared to the Walter.
I would say probably 3 times the size of the Walter.
I'd like to go in it.
Okay.
It's unlocked.
Yeah. I mean, like
Keys are in it.
it's
It's in like a electronically sealed.
not
compartment.
only is it in a garage, it's in a secret compartment under the garage. At this point, if you can get to the ship, security is like the last concern.
All right. Okay, I go in. I'd just like to tour it.
Okay. Yep.
Is there a protocol droid that can escort him throughout the?
That's fine. If your intention isn't to actually like fly one of these out of here, then we'll move on.
Yep.
Okay. But I just you find one that catches your eye, you think could fit nicely.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's jump out to the cathedral
How are we doing?
where we have Lucky and Jantal. Honestly, you're not making a ton of progress. I mean, like it's okay. It's progress.
Yeah.
But I mean, how is your only directive? Like, we need to uncover this thing.
We just got to get his body out of there. Like, who knows how much time he has? So
Okay. Well, how about this then? How about we say that you can do that all night long,
okay,
and it'll be done by dawn.
okay,
At that point, the rest of the townsfolk is coming
right.
to talk to you guys anyways.
Yeah.
Is there something anyone wants to do between now and dawn that we can tackle?
I want to communicate that to everyone on comms.
Oh, okay. Chip does not have any comms, but T is with him.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit up T and Ethan. Hello, T, Ethan, can you hear me?
Yes.
Your phone, who dis?
This is Lucky
Oh, yeah, you.
on comms.
Sure.
Oh,
In the cathedral, by the way.
I am at the cathedral. We are
That's not real.
Gental and I are attempting to uncover his echo chamber.
Who?
He's one of the only remaining echoes.
And is echo chambers in the cathedral?
Yes, the tombs that we found.
That doesn't feel real either.
Well, what is real is I was able to speak with the populace, those that are left.
How'd that go?
It went fine.
That doesn't feel real.
I communicated to them that the 4 of us will assess what's left and inform them as to what their situation is. Have you uncovered, is everyone successfully recovered from the echo chambers?
Yes.
And Ethan,
yeah.
what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I found us a ship.
Did you find other ships?
Yeah, but this one's pretty big. We might be able to take some people with us.
Could you
I don't want to take people with me. I don't like people.
perhaps make an inventory of the ships that are there and what are available?
Sure.
Excuse you. You're not our captain.
We don't have a captain.
Yes, we do. It's me. Just kidding.
Back, baby.
And I
Chip.
just go streaking over the cathedral. The missile comes flying.
Chip has asked to be reinstated, and I made the executive decision to reinstate him as interim captain because I was interim captain while he wasn't captain.
You became interim captain for the 2 seconds he said.
Yes, because
Yes,
no one else
you're
was here.
captain.
No one else was here. I made the executive decision.
Very well. Could you put him on comms, please?
Chip, that lucky guy wants to talk to you.
Do I talk through your hand?
You just put him on speakerphone.
Oh, okay.
Talk to the hand.
Why are my comms down?
They took him when you were captured. Also,
I'll
T
reinstall him.
is still shaved, like
Yeah.
part of her head and arms.
It's cold. I'll fix your comms.
Okay, thank you. Or get him back.
Yeah, whatever.
Lucky?
Captain, are you aware of our situation? Could he hear everything I was saying to T before?
Yeah, you're very loud.
Say it was like muffled.
What's going on out there?
Everyone is very scared and uncertain. I managed to calm them and told them that we would inform them as to all we know come dawn.
Well, we have 12 people up here that need to go back to their homes. I'm sure they're tired.
Ethan has uncovered many ships.
Ethan,
Yes.
are you in it?
I'm in the big one.
What's the number on it?
23.
I'm like,
What?
23.
That's a big
Uh-huh.
No big deal.
Can you go to the flight deck?
Yep.
Punch in these. And I send them over just like how to start it. Can I do
okay.
some of that?
Sure.
Okay. I need you to test the engines and see if it's flight ready.
All right. I can work on that.
Okay. Where is the Walter at?
In a field.
Okay.
West of town.
Would I know where that's still at?
Absolutely.
Okay. I need to get some things out of the Walter. I don't think we can. I mean, Evig's not going to fix it. So,
Seems like that ship has sailed.
yeah.
Not sailed, actually.
Yeah, well, it's still here. I need to go there. And then, do you need us there to help you, Lucky?
Jantal and I will do our best to recover his body, if we can. His true form. And, Captain, I think it would be good for you to address the people in the morning.
Yeah. I should do that. I'm going to go to the Walter, and I'll come down to you.
Let me know if there's anything I can do.
All right. T,
Chip. Captain.
can you take these people back to Neptune's?
Yes. Follow me, please.
Oh. Can I find my comms?
Sure. That's
Okay.
okay.
Can I say one more thing before we conclude the comm
You
interaction?
can always get back on comms.
No, we're always on comms.
We're always with you.
Push
Chip.
talk. Yeah.
It's good to have you back, Captain.
It's good just to be.
That was existential.
Yeah.
Lucky out.
Oh.
Copy. Roger.
I get off comms.
Okay. Chip, you go downstairs and recover your comms device, slap your wrist communicator back on, put the headset, like implant the headset back in your head casing. It's more like an earpiece, not a headset. So yeah, you just kind of slap it in there. You got a custom made one for your interface, and then you walk back outstairs, and Martha and her husband are starting to like escort everyone out, returning to their homes. The people who don't have homes or didn't have anyone to stay with, they'll go to Neptune's. And you kind of like look at everyone as they head further into town towards the cathedral, and you veer off and head west, which is the opposite direction.
Okay.
It's nighttime. There are like street lights and stuff that illuminate the city, but once you start getting out of the field, it's pretty vacant, pretty empty.
Yeah.
It's a clear night, so you've got two moons in the sky that are reflecting light pretty well, as well as a bunch of stars. And you're just kind of walking through the field, like you see Avernax on the ground all over the place. I'd say this moment feels maybe more at ease than I think you felt since you arrived here. just a sense of normalcy has almost been restored a little bit. And after, say, about 40 minutes of walking, you see the Walter on the horizon, and you kind of pick up your pace a little bit and trudge through the field, and punch in the code, and the door slides open, and you can walk in.
Okay. I'm going to go to the flight deck.
Okay.
I'm going to open up my personal kind of drawer and stuff like that. I'm going to grab my crossword, and I'm just going to kind of make sure everything's tidy and kind of in its spot before I kind of leave that area.
Okay.
Kind of stand and kind of look at it. And I don't know if there's anything, I mean, I could ask, and I probably should, to see if there's anything else on there.
Sure. So you slide open your drawer, and it's more like a big filing cabinet drawer.
Yeah.
So you've got a bunch of stuff kind of piled in there. And you start rifling through it, grab your crosswords, grab a couple notebooks, star charts, as if people even use those old paper ones anymore. And then at the bottom of this drawer, you see a rolled up kind of large piece of thin foam. And you remember that Kanye had ordered a yoga mat for you, had it delivered to the ship, and it's still all like rolled up and sealed.
Yeah.
In the same manner that it was delivered, so you never busted it open, just tossed it in there, and so you see that kind of at the bottom of this drawer, and as you're staring at it, you notice a red light kind of reflecting off the dash, and then it disappears, and then it comes back, and then it disappears, and you realize that messages are starting to come through again, because
sure.
the signal's been restored.
Yeah.
The outer net signal's been restored. And so you have a message on your comm, like on your terminal waiting for you.
I'm going to kind of push some buttons to kind of get it into power.
Sure.
And then
yeah, just kind of like putting your car into accessory mode.
Yeah,
You just
turn on
kind of
the radio.
Yep, you get the core systems powered on. The lights kind of power up and flicker and fill the space. And yeah, your terminal kind of springs to life.
Okay. I'll listen to the messages.
Okay. So it's only one message.
Okay.
You punch through the commands on your keyboard, and immediately you notice that this message doesn't have a header. Any designation seems encrypted. So you punch the play button, and there's a little bit of delay. Be like, can you hear me now? Hey, T88, Chip, buddy. It's your good friend. Don't tell me you've forgotten about me. It's the Chancellor, buddy. I don't. I know. I can see your face right now. I can see it. You're like, wait, he's calling me again? It's okay, buddy. Listen, simple request, simple favor. You know how I said I was going to call you, right? Well, I need you to pick something up for me. It's very simple, just a quick snatch and grab job. And if you can do that, then I think we're all square. So when you got a moment, you just hit reply on this message. It'll ring me direct, and we'll chat, buddies. I hope all is well. You know, enjoy having a life and a personality. Okay, yep, we'll chat later. Okay, but it just immediately severs the connection.
Ooh, this is tough.
Can't put the toothpaste back in the toothpaste thing.
Yep. That's exactly that phrase.
He is going to push the drawer back shut.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to grab the yoga mat.
Okay.
Kanye seems, in a different lens, seems more of like a friend.
Sure.
That he didn't know he had at the time.
Less of an annoyance.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to shut the drawer, and he's going to shut off the system and walk out of the Walter.
Okay.
And he's going to stand back and kind of look at the Walter and kind of reminisce a little bit about, you know, he's had the Walter for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of see like all like the faded out tag marks.
Right.
And all those
shining
kind of
through the
things.
repaint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to put his hand on there and just, buddy, didn't think it would come down to this, where you would be in a field on some random planet. I thought we'd we'd go out together on a star, or I don't know. I didn't really think about it, and I didn't really think about you like this. But I'm gonna miss you. You've been good. And he takes off his hat.
Okay.
He lays it on the Walter, and he turns away and walks off.
Whoa.
Fair enough.
And goes back to head towards Lucky.
Sure.
So
Well, there goes the Rube Goldberg machine.
And as you're walking, it explodes into a fireball.
It says, "Will I dream, Chip?"
hey, Chip.
What does anyone want to do anything else before dawn?
I'm digging.
Can I get through Chip's checklist relatively fast?
My lord.
I'm gonna say it takes you a good while.
Okay.
You're not familiar with these systems.
Yeah.
You're having to dig online for a lot of whatever the equivalent of YouTube video walkthroughs are.
Sure.
It's always a 12-year-old, even in space.
Yeah, yeah. But you got to
Hey
sort.
guys, welcome to my channel.
You got to sort through the ones that are like 8 minutes long and find the one that's like 2.5 minutes long. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of filler at the beginning and end of those terrible ones.
First, you
Just
got
like
to
the
open the
sound.
program. This is how I do it.
Some people like the sound of their own voices.
It's like those people that put recipes online, but then there's a
Oh,
whole sad
don't.
story with them.
You know what I love about the holidays? I love this. Give me the recipe.
My grandma died. These are her favorite cookies.
It's like I just want to know how to make stuffing, please.
Not yesterday. Earlier this week, I opened a recipe. The recipe wasn't even in that blog post.
Oh,
it
those
was
are the
linked to a
worst.
separate page. I
Those
was
are
like,
the worst.
why?
That feels bad.
Those are like tutorials that never show you what the thing is supposed to look like at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you follow it all the way only to figure out that this
Yep.
person doesn't know what they're doing. And the final product sucks. It's just like, this is a terrible
dude.
tutorial.
So I was trying to disassemble my vacuum to like clean it.
Oh.
And it was the same exact thing. And I was scouring YouTube looking for it. And I finally found a video where I thought, well, but again, the vacuum started disassembled. But I was like, okay.
How do I get to this point?
I was like, okay.
There you go.
I think if I follow his steps backwards, because he was reassembling it, I said, I think I can still figure it out. And he got it all put back together, and it was the wrong vacuum. He had titled his video wrong.
Psych.
I was like,
You're like, I can't find that bolt. It doesn't exist on
yeah.
this one.
it actually is exactly what it was. There's 2 hidden screws that I can't undo because he didn't have to undo them and put them back together. So it was that was a tough one. That was that was a
took
tough
you for
blow.
a ride.
Yep. I had to walk around the block after that one. I was like, I need to cool off. Tiff, I'm sorry. I need to cool off.
As a miniature painting videos, there's very few that are great out there, but most of the time I would start watching it, I'd be like, okay, I want to know how to paint like a sword or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, great video on how to paint sword. I watched the video, their sword looked terrible by the end.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm following along and I'm like, this is going nowhere good.
Okay. So Ethan,
Yeah.
to recap your answer, it's going to take you a while.
Mm-hmm.
I can say by dawn, you feel like you would have all of Chip's checklist checked off, and you feel like the ship is flight ready.
Flight ready.
You feel good about that?
I feel good about it.
I'm hearing a but. I'm hearing a but.
But he wants to fly one.
I did want to try and fly a little
Midnight ride.
a little guy.
A little
if I
bit.
had some extra time.
Please, Dad, just a little bit.
Dan!
Are there any ships inside that ship, like little ones that go around,
No.
break off?
It's fine though. If
Got a
there's
little
not
pie.
time, that's fine.
There's tiny little one-man speeder ships out there. You know, like I think they're class 5 ships.
Okay. Well, I've got a +4 to piloting, so I've just got an itch.
Maybe that's good enough
Which
for a
worked
5.
out super well for you
Dan,
last
I
time.
Just gonna tell you, last time you tried to I
I've
just
got
like to
an
fly
itch.
this. You almost died. Do you want to die before we
You would
leave?
have died if it wasn't for
That's
Lucky.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love to see it. That's the content I'm here for.
Right.
So I don't want to say no.
It's my love language is watching you almost die.
So I think you should. That's what I'm trying to say. I think you should stop whatever you're doing.
Get
go
in.
find a little one.
Fly
Just
as fast as you
just,
can.
Just get it.
Yes.
Just
Find
try and
the
do
sky.
it.
Yeah.
Roll that dice.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Seriously, do it.
Just do
I
it.
really want you to do
Get
this.
in
Nope.
Go. Oh, can't commit.
He's too afraid. He's too afraid of the encouragement.
Oh, they want me to do it.
He's like, wait,
what's wrong? What's going
He's
on?
like,
here,
wait a
Jude?
minute, wait a minute.
What, is booby trapped?
This feels wrong.
All right.
Nothing will go wrong.
So we're going to jump forward to morning. If you guys want to sleep, except for Lucky, let me know. You guys, there was some combat that just happened. It was minor, but it was there. So if you want to sleep, you can restore all your stuffs.
Oh.
I don't need to sleep, but I would like to get my weapon.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay. I'll allow that. So
You should fly over there.
That'd be a lot faster.
Just saying.
Yeah.
this
That's
town,
what they're there for.
this town is
These
like
guys.
it's like an Applebee's in a dream.
These guys.
It's just like yeet, and you're there.
Fly it into the Walter.
It's fine. You
fair
can go.
game now.
You can go to Trigger Happy.
Yeah.
It is. It's sealed up, but I don't think anyone would notice a little mild looting.
A little mild looting.
That's the
It's
episode
his,
title.
it's his
Mi-
gun.
mild,
Mild
looting.
looting.
Just a friendly loot.
It's just a little light treason.
So, you want to just like bust the window open?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
You want to shoot the door down?
You
do you wanna do
yeah.
this?
You take the butt end of your blaster.
Yeah.
And actually, you don't have your blaster. It got yeeted down the hallway.
Just
and
grab one of the dead Avernaks, throw it through the window.
Yeah, we'll say that you find a rock, anything,
Okay.
and you throw it through the window. You climb through, and in the back, on his like workbench, Blink had prepared your weapon for you.
Oh. Perfect.
Okay, let's fast forward and pretend that it's dawn. Again, if you wanted to sleep, that's fine. You have free room and board in Neptune's for as long as you wish to stay. You can restore all of your biotic shield. Any long rest or short rest things are fully restored as well. So congrats on that. And then we'll say that the sun is starting to come up. And inside Neptune's, a lot of the booths and tables have been like pushed aside and turned into like kind of like a makeshift shelter. There's cots and sleeping bags and stuff on the floor just to try and handle some of the displaced individuals whose houses were affected by the missile, or who woke up in a echo chamber cryotube and didn't have a house to speak of anymore. So just stuff like that.
Are we at Neptune's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we find his body?
Oh, sorry. I was like, we've talked to George several times.
Yeah.
Like we know that.
I tried to flirt
Sorry.
with
Yeah.
George.
We can wait. I didn't mean to jump.
Oh, it's fine. Do you guys want to do anything before you head across the street?
Nope.
I'm not at Neptune's.
You still at the Walter? Or?
No, I went to the cathedral after the Walter.
Oh, you did.
yeah,
Okay.
I just went straight there.
Okay. So, Chip or T and Ethan, we'll say you guys wake up as the sun rises. There's a bit of a haze in the sky as the sun's starting to burn off a little bit of like the morning dew or just a little bit of like a light fog. And you get out of bed and go downstairs and make your way towards the cathedral. And you can already see a small crowd has started to gather as more people are leaving their houses. And Gental and Chip and Lucky are all just kind of like, they look completely covered head to toe in dirt, like cement dust and debris. And they look like they've had a pretty rough night. But they're standing kind of at where the arched entrance of the cathedral used to be as the citizens kind of gather around them.
Did we find his echo chamber?
Well, I will say that overnight you cleared enough of the debris out to be able to slip down a single person at a time.
Okay.
And make your way into the catacombs. The catacombs did not fully collapse.
Oh, okay.
Like the entrance or it's like the tunnel out of the bottom of the catacombs is caved in.
Okay.
But
It's like a pocket.
the stairwell was more protected because it was just like a long spiral downward.
Yeah.
So you've got you had a little bit of good fortune in that.
Okay. Were there any other echoes that remained on?
No.
We only found his. Mm-hmm. Is he choosing to stay in his Praetorian body, or is he? Did we get him out?
Sure. That's what I honestly didn't consider that. So yeah, we'll say that overnight, you guys go down there and inside the controls for each tube are inside the coffin. So you lift the lid or able to shift the lid, and that's where everything is situated. So each coffin has its own. And again, no one asked, but I feel the need to explain. The reason why the coffins were able to stay on is because
I was interested in that.
super like. Are you familiar with like shielded cables?
No.
It's okay. They're just like they've got like
Danny is. I'm not.
a very dense layer of like metal mesh material.
Okay.
That encases the entire thing. So normally these cables would be about an inch or two thick. These are like 2-foot diameter cables that are running underground all the way to these tubes in order to shield them from the EMP.
Okay.
So they had a direct connection to Evig's basement. But they needed to be incredibly shielded to withstand what Evig was about to turn on.
Interesting.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those things that you would never know because they're all buried in.
Right.
But
he thought about it, so there
I
wasn't
had
a hole.
considered it.
Cool.
Not a hole in the plot.
Shielded cables, by the way, they're a real thing, and they're a total pain in the butt if you need to like cut them and re-terminate. Because holy crap, they're the
It's like
worst.
Pepperidge Farm bread. It's like an extra step.
Pepperidge Farm bread.
The bag within the bag.
Yeah.
Oh. Sure.
That's why I married you. I get you. As much as
it's
I
just-
hate it, I get you.
Shielded cables are specifically designed to prevent crosstalk, which is just like electromagnetic interference.
okay.
They're super hard to manipulate because they're so dense and so thick that like they don't bend corners very well. So,
Gotcha.
anywho, you guys lift the lid.
Cool.
He of course wants to be in his Brax form.
Right.
So he kind of like relays the instructions to you.
Is he of the Sage as well? Is that right?
Sade? Yeah.
Sade?
Yep.
Okay.
He was a follower. Like,
They were all Sade?
yeah,
Okay.
they were all in the same tribe,
Cool.
which I think is what like initially drew all of them to Evig in the first place. Is he
Right.
was the first one to really stand up and be like, guys, this is wrong.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, like we need to listen to this guy. And no one did.
Okay.
And so, okay, we'll say that happened. Now at dawn, it's 2 Brax and a Bionic that are standing at the entrance of this cathedral.
And this is at dawn. Are crowds showing up yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say as the sun just starts to crest the tops of these buildings, all of the remaining town folk, and it's about 150
Oh, okay.
are here.
What did you tell them, Lucky?
I told them that we would tell them what's left. I told them we were not taking over, but that we were simply assessing the situation. There are ships Ethan has found, and Jantal here is all that's left of Evig's original crew. Anyone who is any of the echoes that have shut off and a living person has not returned in their place. Their chambers were destroyed in the cathedral.
Gental kind of steps up. He goes, not exactly. We should have a deeper voice because he's a Brax now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Give him a different voice.
Yeah. He goes, in addition to the echoes that we made out of the citizens, Evig was experimenting in other ways.
What ways?
Super uncomfortable. Like he's really struggling to get the words out. He goes, many of the townfolk were simulations.
You saying an echo without a soul?
Yeah, just running off software that we developed. We thought if we could artificially inflate the population of the community, it would seem more appealing to people who would come here. It would seem like more things were available, but we wouldn't open ourselves up to scrutiny of people asking questions. So Evig developed echoes that are built functionally the same, an exoskeleton of flesh and hair and squishy parts, but underneath it, the same mechanical skeleton you were used to, only its echo chamber, he puts in air quotes, just a server running in his basement. So these bodies, these these citizens, they're just programs that look real.
And he's referring to the bodies that are laying around.
You're saying that nearly 3/4 of your populace,
Not that, it's like
or like half,
a little less than half.
you're telling me that nearly half of your populace were false?
Yeah,
How?
it's pretty fringe stuff, super frowned upon within the Union. But Evig got impatient. So we decided to artificially manufacture city growth.
Very well. Is there anything else we need to know, Gental? This is the time.
I don't think so, but I understand things are weird.
Was Evig working for anyone?
Evig felt like he had a call from Kinsella, and he did. Don't kid yourself. He was chosen,
Yes, he was a Templar, as am I.
but I have a theory. I don't know how accurate this theory is, and I have no way of proving this theory, but remember how I told you that when we started this quest, it was a quest for good. It was a quest for restoration. And then over time, Evig, his mind became corrupt with the idea of playing God, so to speak, and creating all of these rules and fail-safes and things to retain control over his creation. I feel like Kinsella himself cast Evig aside, was upset with how he used the gift he had been given. And it was because of Kinsella that the Avernax never approached the cathedral. I believe there was a force stronger than Evig, stronger than the electromagnetism, stronger than anything of this world that was keeping the Avernax away, creating a safe haven, so to speak, free from his influence. I don't know, but I don't think it's any coincidence that the beginning of the end for Evig was buried underneath the one place we could never go.
It would appear that even Kinsella has standards. Are you prepared to hold yourself accountable for your actions in front of your people?
I accept my fate for the part I've played in this.
Lucky.
Captain, townsfolk should be arriving.
Yeah, as you guys finish that conversation, you notice that there's a pretty decent crowd starting to form, and it looks like everyone seems assembled.
We have to go.
Leave.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
But did we leave it better? I talked to Martha, and she assured me that what we did was good, and it's going to take time.
I think we have done our best here, and did our best to do right by these people. Perhaps the challenges they face now are much more grave and serious than the challenges they faced under Evig's leadership. But I believe we did the right thing. The false life that Evig gave them may have been simpler, but it wasn't real. Now they're faced with challenges, but they are real challenges. And the accomplishments they make will be real accomplishments. They have a chance now to truly make a life for themselves.
I think think that all sounds fine, but I think we are held accountable for those things also. And I think Martha, George, and the people that we've met and become friends with, I'm accountable to them. And I also feel that we need to make sure that things are right before we leave. But I don't know how long that will take. These people are in a disarray. They have no leader. Their friends turned out to be ghosts. And everything they've known has been, like you said, a dream. And I'll turn around and see the people.
Sure.
I just want to say that I'm sorry. Believe me, we didn't want to land here and disrupt this. And I came here not knowing either and being in a dream. And I know things are very different now. But I want to make sure things are right. I want to make sure that things are better than we left them. So what I can offer is, if you would like to leave, there are ships, and I can program them to autopilot to where you need to go. But on the other hand, this is a beautiful planet. I mean, it needs some cleaning up. But I do think there is someone who can lead if you will allow him. And I push forward, what's his face? Gental.
He, his eyes kind of dart back and forth a little bit, and he steps forward, and with his top right arm, he coughs for, slightly. He goes, it would be the honor of a lifetime.
He is not perfect. He has made mistakes. But I think that he is the only one that can lead, knowing what was here before and knowing that it'll never be like that again. But me and my crew, we are leaving today.
Hear a little bit of talking in the crowd, murmuring, that kind of thing.
So again, I think there's two choices. Two more than I think a lot of people had here that aren't with us anymore. Let me know, and I kind of look over to T. T will be able to facilitate if you need to get on ships.
I thought you were going to say therapy, and I was like, no, I cannot. I will not help you make any decisions. We do not weigh pros and cons here.
But if you'd like to stay, I think that's good also.
People seem pretty satisfied with that.
Yeah. Again, I'm sorry. And I kind of look at Lucky because I'm kind of waiting for him to, I don't know, say something. It feels like.
I guess he picks up on the cue.
Sure.
Nods his head.
Since you had talked
Sure.
to him before.
Evig's dream was to reclaim the life that was taken from him on his home world. My home world. Long ago. You all have had your life taken from you on this planet. Please, do not try to remake what you have lost. Make something better. Something that's your own.
See a couple head nods in the crowd, like starting to resonate a little bit. Almost like this fog that's both literally burning away in the morning light is also starting to like clear up in a lot of these people's minds. Like this veil that they've kind of been living under is starting to be pulled back, and they're starting to see this city and this community for what it is. So I think what you're saying is resonating quite a bit with some of these individuals. At that point, Gental steps forward and says some closing remarks, instructs a few people on how they're going to start with cleanup, and then the community dismisses. And kind of the crowd, as it starts disappearing, you notice that Martha and her husband are still standing kind of in place. And Martha walks up to you, Chip. She says, "What I said in the field outside your ship that day, does that offer still stand? Can I still come with you?"
Kind of smiles a little bit. Not on the Walter, but I think we can fit you on the new ship.
Wait, what happened to the Walter?
And that's where we're going to end this week's episode.
Wait, what?
Hey.
Hey, I pushed it off a cliff.
Here you go.
Thank you guys for listening to this week's episode. Again, a lot of
That's funny.
Settling, resolution in these last couple episodes, but it's after everything that's been building for the last 20.
Whew.
Feels necessary,
Feels
just
good.
to get everything all out in the open, and then a nice even keel before we set off into outer space again. So if you enjoyed this week's episode, appreciate it very much. There's only 2 more episodes of the season, you guys. And remember,
Dude.
episode 44 will be episode 200 of Sneak Attack proper. That's pretty nuts.
It's crazy.
So in 2 more episodes, we'll have hit our 200th story episode. Of course, we've had bonus episodes and one-shots and character stuff as well, but in terms of numbered entries in the Sneak Attack arc, numero 200.
It's crazy.
That's awesome. I appreciate not only the people at the table with me for going on this journey for 200 episodes.
Episode 100 feels like a lifetime ago.
It does. It feels literally like it was forever ago, but
There's not even an emoji for 200.
I know. We'll have to make one. So, but of course, thank you to you guys as well for joining us along 198 so far. So can't wait to meet you guys at 200. It'll be a good time. If you enjoyed this week's episode, hit us up on Twitter at Sneak Podcast, on Insta at Sneak Podcast. You can shoot us an email or message us through our website form, sneakpodcast.com. Go leave a podcast review on whatever podcast service you use if they allow for reviews. We just love hearing from you guys and would love to hear your thoughts in these last couple episodes, because I know they've been kind of big, kind of, what do we do now kind of stuff. And it's important to get that groundwork laid for season 3. So a couple shout outs, much love to our friends. Let's start with our boy Star Warrior, incredible Star Warrior. We love him around here. He did the intro and outro song for this volume. So if you like the song that's playing under my voice, go check him out. His SoundCloud is in the link, or is a link in the episode description. We also, of course, love all of our patrons on patreon.com/sneak. You know how it works. If you are not a patron and you want to become one, go over to patreon.com/sneak. Check out all the extra stuff that you can do to communicate and just interact with us in between these Friday releases. We offer early access episodes to all of our Class 2 and higher patrons, which gets you the episode on Wednesdays instead of Fridays. That's pretty dope. And there's also things like live stream Q&As, custom art. You can play D&D with me, all sorts of fun stuff that you can find on patreon.com/sneak. There's a link in the description. So thank you guys again. My name is Reed. I'm the host and GM of this original sci-fi adventure. To my left, we have
Ethan T.
Chip.
And Lucky.
Thank you, everybody.